Hey guys, Elise with Jet Autoglass here. Today we're going to be working on a Lexus, doing a full replacement on the front windshield. So it is a 2018 Lexus IS. You can see it is a long crack, too long to repair, so we're going to go ahead and fully replace it today. We're using aftermarket glass for the installation. You can see Jacob is removing the wipers. Some glass shops do not do this, nor do they remove the cowl, which I would say is not a good thing. Now Jacob is removing the cowl. When Autoglass shops do not remove the cowl on the wipers, it is called stuffing the glass. Not good. Now, while Jacob sets up the orange bat, which is the wire tool to remove the old windshield, I will be prepping the new windshield. It is a new piece of glass. However, when it sits in the warehouse, it does get dirty. We do want to remove all the contamination that is all over the edges. And we're also going to make sure that there's no damage on the front or the back of it. We would not want to install a piece of glass that has any kind of defects or little nicks. And unfortunately, sometimes when you get deliveries, the glass does show up with damage sometimes. So we want to make sure that that is not the case. So Jacob is using the orange bat cutout tool by WRD. Like I mentioned in a previous video of ours, this is a great way to remove the glass. It doesn't hurt the body as much as the ambush or a cold knife even. You can see the wire makes its way around and cuts away the old urethane so the glass can come right off. And there we go. Now it's time to remove the damaged windshield. The old glass is put back in the rack so we can dispose of it. And now it is time to cut off the old urethane that you see here using a blade. The old urethane has been cut off. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean it up and prime any spots that I need to. This job is great because we also have a repair to do. So as you can see in the background, Jacob is getting set up to do a repair on a piece of, rock chip. Let me show you what that looks like. So it's just a small rock chip, but it should be repaired so it doesn't spread out. So Jacob has drilled into the rock chip repair. Now he is set up to inject it with a resin. Jacob's about to lay the urethane bead. This is the urethane we use. Sometimes you shoot the glass, sometimes you shoot the car itself. Everybody's got their method that they prefer. And as usual, no GoPro, so we are going to go ahead and set the glass together and then I'll show you what it looks like once it's in. Alright, we have just set the glass. Jacob is going around and slapping all the areas where the urethane needs to be attached, making sure it is properly adhered to the vehicle. You want a good seal, You don't want any water leaks, wind noises, anything like that. And Jacob has attached the mirror back on to the windshield. Now he's just putting the casing on. It's time to put the cowl back on before you can put the wipers back on. These moldings go back into place using clips. You just snap them back into their clips. Wipers are back on. I want to make sure everything's nice and tight, but not too tight.
We're done injecting the crack. We're just going to take off the injector and put a Mylar tab over the resin to fill in the surface of the chip. Now we're going to dry it with a UV light. The resin doesn't dry until it's activated by UV rays. Alright, we're scraping off the resin now. A little bit more for the surface.
So what are you using right now?
A resin, just to fill in the surface a little bit more. It's not completely flush with the windshield yet. And dry the resin with the UV light. Just a quick one for the surface. See that? See the difference?
Yeah.
And then I'll just dry it. A little bit of glass polish to just buff it out and clean up all the residue from the resin on the glass. Need glass cleaner.
And there we have it. Now they don't have to pay for a whole replacement or have a piece of glass sitting in the landfill. Once again, I'm Elise.
I'm Jacob.
And we're at Autoglass. Thanks for watching.